Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the ultimate Roadster rivalry. Two cars, same price, completely different lives. One of them will make you smile every single morning, and one of them won't. The Porsche Boxster and the BMW Z4 are both fighting for the open road, but they are aiming for entirely different souls. Don't put down a single deposit until we dissect what these machines actually say about you. If you want to navigate the high-stakes world of sports cars without making a devastating mistake, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you want to keep your current Roadster looking pristine while we settle this German war, check the curated links in the description below. Let's start with what you see before you ever turn a key. Design isn't just about aesthetics in the sports car world, it's a declaration. It tells the world who you are, what you value, and how seriously you take the act of driving. And the Boxster makes that declaration with the confidence of a surgeon. Every line on that car is load-bearing. The mid-engine silhouette sits so low to the ground that it looks like it was pressed into the tarmac by some invisible force. The front fascia is restrained, almost impossibly tidy, with intakes that breathe rather than shout. The rear haunches swell just enough to hint at what's happening behind the driver's back, that flat opposed engine sitting right between the axles, giving the car a waist like a cheetah mid-stride. From every angle, the Boxster looks like a baby Cayman that refused to stay small, or a 911 that decided the roof was an unnecessary luxury. There's a bloodline in that body, something that connects every curve to decades of Porsche racing heritage without ever needing to advertise it. It doesn't scream for your attention, it waits for you to understand it, and when you do, you realize you're looking at one of the most perfectly resolved shapes in automotive history. Now walk over to the Z4 and you feel an entirely different gravitational pull. This is a car that occupies space differently. The hood is almost absurdly long, a vast sculpted plateau of metal that stretches ahead of the driver like a runway, and that proportion tells you immediately that there is a large, torquey engine up front and nowhere near enough car behind it. The Z4's design language is theatrical. The kidney grills have grown bold enough to command attention across a parking lot. The shoulder line carries a sharp crease that catches light like a blade, and the rear sits aggressively low and wide, as if the car has dug its heels into the road. You sit practically on the rear axle, and you feel that the moment you lower yourself in, the Z4 doesn't whisper its intentions, it broadcasts them. It is the Roadster that walks into the room and expects heads to turn, and they usually do. Where the Boxster is precision, the Z4 is drama. Where the Boxster earns respect, the Z4 demands it. Step inside the Boxster and you are immediately confronted with an unusual feeling for a modern car: focus. Not the digital, menu-laden focus of a technology product, but the mechanical, analog focus of a tool that knows exactly what it is for. The cabin is a study in purposeful restraint. The center-mounted tachometer sits directly in your line of sight, needle poised like a promise, and everything around it is organized around one singular priority: putting the driver in command of the car. The driving position is so naturally correct that it requires no adjustment ritual. You simply sit, and the wheel, the pedals, and the gear shift all fall to exactly where your body expected them to be. There are screens, yes, Porsche has moved with the times, but they remain servants, not masters. The physical controls are still there for the things that matter: the sport button, the stability management, the roof. The materials are quality without being excessive. Everything you touch has weight and intention. Sitting in a Boxster cockpit, even stationary, you feel the subtle communication begin. This car is already talking to you, and it hasn't moved an inch. Climb into the Z4, and the conversation is entirely different. This is a cockpit designed for the journey as much as the drive, and it shows in every surface. The M steering wheel is thick and perfectly weighted, wrapped in leather that has clearly been specified to feel expensive at every hour of a motorway crossing. The iDrive system and the dual digital displays curve toward the driver in a wide, commanding arc. This is the tech-forward interior of a premium Grand Tourer, and it makes no apologies for that identity. Long-distance driving in this cabin genuinely rewards you. The seats hold you well across a variety of positions. The ambient lighting shifts the mood as the light outside changes, and the sound system handles both the engine note and your chosen soundtrack with equal authority. You are cocooned here, insulated just enough from the outside world to make a 300-mile run feel civilized rather than punishing. The Z4's interior is the car saying, wherever you're going, we can do this properly, and if you want to push, just say the word. Now we get to the part that truly separates theology from religion, because the engine is where a sports car makes its deepest argument for your loyalty. The Boxster's power plant, whether the turbocharged flat 4 in the base car or the magnificent flat 6 in the GTS and Spider variants, is an engine that communicates in a frequency that bypasses your conscious brain and goes somewhere older. The flat 4, despite its critics, revs with genuine enthusiasm, pulling hard through the mid-range and delivering its power in a way that feels mechanical rather than electronic. The flat 6, though, that is a different instrument entirely. It climbs the rev range with a keening, almost vocal urgency that crescendos as the needle sweeps toward the red line, and it rewards drivers who are willing to work for their performance rather than simply summon it. Pair that engine with the PDK dual-clutch gearbox, which executes gear changes faster than a synapse, and you have a drivetrain that is essentially telepathic. Every input is answered, every command executed with a precision that makes lesser sports cars feel like they are operating behind glass. The BMW Z4's B58 inline-six is a different kind of masterpiece entirely, and let's be honest, it deserves the same reverence from a different angle. Where the Boxster's engine is about conversation at high revs, the B58 is about authority from idle. The moment that 6-cylinder fires, there is a low, baritone rumble from the exhaust that vibrates through the seat and tells your nervous system exactly what is coiled beneath that long hood. Torque arrives in a vast rolling wave, low in the rev range, wide across the power band, generous in a way that makes overtaking feel less like an event and more like a natural consequence of pressing your right foot with intent. The ZF 8-speed automatic handles power management with a smoothness that is genuinely difficult to fault, anticipating the driver's needs with an almost supernatural awareness of the moment. You don't need to work the Z4's engine, you simply release it. And whether you're cruising at a lazy 80 miles per hour or burying the throttle on an on-ramp, the delivery is always composed, always effortless, always deeply, deeply satisfying. Handling is the chapter that defines what a sports car is actually about, and this is where the Boxster rewrites the rulebook. Mid-engine layout means the weight sits between the axles, and the result is a balance that defies the ordinary laws of physics that front-engine cars must negotiate. The Boxster steering is communicative in a way that almost no modern car is. It doesn't just respond to input, it reports back. You can feel the front tires loading up through a corner, sense the moment grip is beginning to diminish, and adjust your line with a subtlety and confidence that the car seems to encourage rather than merely allow. This is a car with infinite conversation between driver and road. Every pebble, every surface change, every camber shifts up through the column and into your fingertips like a constant low-frequency message. The Boxster doesn't just go around corners, it communicates the entire experience of going around corners in real time with perfect clarity. Driving one quickly on a challenging road is not a transaction, it is a dialogue. The Z4 handles differently, and the keyword is differently, not worse, but with an entirely distinct character that has its own particular joys. Front engine, rear-wheel drive, means the weight distribution puts different demands on the chassis, and the Z4's engineers have tuned for a driving experience that is muscular and expressive, where the Boxster is precise and surgical. The rear of the Z4 is always present in your awareness, in the best possible way. In the wet, or on a quiet track, or simply when you dial out some of the driver aids on a deserted B-road, the tail will communicate its desire to rotate with a willingness that rewards confidence. On long, sweeping motorway curves taken at real speed, the Z4 feels planted and authoritative, eating up direction changes with a composed, heavy-hitting composure that makes high-speed driving feel supremely secure. This is not a car that demands your constant attention the way the Boxster does. It is a car that rewards your trust. Here is where I drop the journalistic neutrality for a moment, because you deserve an honest opinion rather than a perfectly balanced both sides conclusion. The Boxster is, without question, the superior driver's car. If your heart rate increases at the thought of a winding mountain road on a clear morning, the Boxster is the answer to a question you've been asking your whole life. But it comes with the Porsche tax, and that tax is real. Parts are expensive. Servicing costs carry a premium that has nothing to do with the difficulty of the work and everything to do with the badge. The IMS bearing issue haunts earlier flat-six models, and while later cars are far more reliable, Porsche ownership demands a relationship with a competent independent specialist and a budget that accounts for the unexpected. This is not a car for casual owners, and it should not be bought by someone who views maintenance as a nuisance rather than a responsibility. The Z4, on the other hand, is a BMW under the skin, and what that means practically is significant. The B58 engine is one of the most robust, well-engineered power plants in recent automotive history. It has been tuned, modified, and stress-tested by hundreds of thousands of enthusiasts worldwide, and it almost never breaks. Service intervals are reasonable, parts availability is excellent, and the dealer network is extensive. For a driver who wants genuine weekend thrills without Monday morning anxiety about workshop quotes, the Z4 makes a compelling and underappreciated argument. It is also deeply tunable, with a thriving aftermarket that can transform an already capable car into something genuinely remarkable with modest investment. The Z4 respects your life outside of driving. The Boxster demands to be your life. So here is the verdict, and it is clean. If you are a driver in the truest sense of the word, someone who buys a sports car as a commitment rather than a convenience, who reads about suspension geometry for entertainment, who considers a perfect corner the highest available pleasure, buy the Boxster. Spec it carefully, find a trusted independent Porsche specialist, and accept the costs as the price of admission to something genuinely extraordinary. But if you are a driver who also lives a life, who travels, who commutes, who wants theater and prestige and effortless performance in equal measure, who wants a car that is beautiful without being fragile and exciting without being exhausting, the Z4 is not a compromise. It is a choice. A confident, intelligent, deeply satisfying choice that a certain kind of person makes and never regrets. At the end of the day, you aren't just buying metal, you're buying a lifestyle. Choose the one that speaks to your flaws, not just your logic. Subscribe to stay ahead of the sports car world, and check the description for the tools that keep your machines in showroom shape. Go out, drop the top, and make your choice.